Hello my friends, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to attempt to make a bit of birch bark oil. It's a dry distillation method using 2 tins. But in one of my recent videos I made a new tomahawk handle stale in the wild here in the woods at Camp Scorpion. So today I'm going to attempt to make a bit of birch bark oil to stain it with. What you want to do first is get 2 tins. One tin, just an empty food can. I think it was a tin of beans, might have been a tin of hot dogs to be fair. And I'm utilising an old chocolate tin, Rose's tin. You want to collect a load of birch bark, which I've done, pile it all in there in the tin. It's got to be a sealable lid. And I've pierced 5 holes in the very bottom in the centre. That's your container. It's going to hold your birch bark. Now I've just come back to Camp Scorpion after all the snow, so everything is really damp and sogged. So I'm expecting, if this works today, there's going to be a lot of water in it, but that's okay because the oil will separate from the water eventually. With your tin that's going to collect the birch oil, you want to dig into the ground a bit, which I've dug a little hole. Place your tin in the centre of the hole and then fill back in some dirt all the way around. You want to place, you don't want to get no bits in the tin, so I'll put a hand over it. Scrape all the dirt back in. Compact it down. Leave it about an inch, the dirt, about an inch below or so the top of the can. And then your big tin with your birch bark in, you want to put on top of that. Make sure the holes line up with the tin that you're going to collect the oil in. Place it on top, press it down and fill back round this tin. Maybe an inch or so up the top, compact it down. It's got a good airtight seal. Now some people pierce a hole in the top so that the gas is out. I have done that in the past, but I also find it works just as well if you're burning for about 2 to 3 hours without a hole. So what I'm going to do is just put a little, wait a second, a little brick which I found just on top of the tin, just to stop, if the gases do start to come in, stop it pushing the top over. The only thing with this method, when the tin gets hot, it can start to collapse a little bit. I'll bring you back in a minute when I've got the fire set up round it. Got the fire starting there. What you want to do now is build your fire around your tin. we'll let that fire catch a bit better. I'll prep some more wood. Well, we're going to let that catch burn around. With a tin that size that I showed you, I reckon you're going to leave it 2 to 3 hours. Longer the better, really. About 3 hours to be on the safe side. So I'll bring you back. We'll be ready to open the tin to see if we've got any birch bark oil. Fingers crossed. Catch you in a bit. Fire's going now. I'll let that burn for a good 2 hours. And we'll check the tin. Just going to clear the ashes away now. Be very careful because don't forget your tin's underneath there. Try not to disturb your tin. I'll let that cool down for a little bit, 5 minutes. So if you can see in the bottom of there, we've got a little bit. Not a lot. How long it's been in there? Can you see? But I could have left that a lot longer. Could have left it a lot longer, but it's getting dark now. Just wanted to show you. See if we can have a look in here now. You can see all you have left in there now is ash. Tip that. See, there you can see that there. Could have left that a lot longer. But like I say, it's getting dark, so we ended up with some in the bottom of there. So it wasn't too bad.